Why do you not find value in prayer? Why do you not find value in prayer? Do you find value in prayer? Would you, I don't know why you accuse me of not having any value in prayer. Why do we pray? You know that there are a whole group of community or monks who are perpetually praying. One group finishes praying, another group takes it up. And we also pray when we are in difficulties. When there's a great crisis in our life, we want to pray or say, somebody help me, please. You know that joke of a man hanging onto a cliff? He says, please God, save me. And God says, have faith and jump. And the man who is hanging on to the cliff, he says, isn't there somebody above that still? Sorry. Why do we pray at all? This has been going on, praying, in the Christian world, in the Islamic world, in a different way, Buddhist and Hindu world. Pray. To whom are you praying? To an outside agency? Outside agency being God or the Lord according to different countries and cultures and tradition, the Almighty of different concepts. To whom are we praying? And why do we pray? Does prayer answer our difficulties? In some cases, when you are praying, not merely using certain words, chanting and so on, but praying silently without word. You understand what I'm saying? Perhaps you might have an answer because your whole brain has become quiet. And in that quietness, in that stillness of the brain without movement of thought, you find an answer. And then you say, I must pray more and more. Which is you have gathered some experience, and that experience has brought certain results, and you like those results, and so you keep this going. Then it becomes a habit, and you've lost everything. Why do we pray at all? We're not condemning or saying it's all right, but we are questioning the whole thing with certain skepticism, with certain quality of brain that says, give me the reason, not just emotional reactions. And one is in great difficulties. There's great crisis, pain, sorrow, insoluble. And at that moment, we look to somebody to help. And this somebody is not my husband, wife, children, and my neighbor, or somebody across the street, because I know them too well. They're also in the same position as myself. And so I turn to some outside agency. Outside agency, I mean, not something that organized by thought, God, Christ, and in India is another deity, and so on. I pray on my knees because I can't solve this problem at all. I cannot resolve my sorrow, my pain, my loneliness. And so I gradually begin to depend on something externally. Either it's the doctor, psychiatrist, or God. They are all the same. Moment I want to be helped. One may call saintly prayer. The other is say, well, that's mundane. That you pay $10, 10 pounds and get, you know what happens. You don't have to control. So they're both the same, all the same. So why do I do this? Because I want to be helped. I'm not able to solve the problem, or I think I'm not able to solve the problem. It's very painful, devastating, disturbs my whole life, and I want someone to calm my being, to help me to overcome this. And this has been done for 40, 50 and more thousand years. It was the thunder, lightning before. Then it was worship of trees. Then it's now worship of symbols and images. Not much difference. So I have to ask, why do I want help? Is it not possible? It may sound rather cruel, but it's not. The person who is always asking for help becomes weaker and weaker and weaker, duller. Then he then becomes utterly dependent on something. Either on drugs, or on people, or on ideals, ultimately his concept of God. Whether it is a drug or God, it's still along the same line, because you want to be helped. Now we're asking ourselves, is it possible for me to solve my own problems without a single aid from another? Which requires a great deal of stamina, energy, to go and say, now this problem of envy, what is envy? is always comparison. And little more than comparison. The craving, the want. And can that end without time? Then I don't have to pray. Then the person who is like that, he's totally free from all contamination of thought. So it requires the understanding of fear, to be able to stand completely on your feet. And that is now slowly being denied. Drugs, cocaine, and heroin, and all that is spreading in the world. We are bored with life. And we want substitutions for life. And so, prayer is your own desire to achieve something which will be most gratifying. An easy way to live without any understanding. It's much more complicated than merely the statements of the speaker. See, we are all so petty, small-minded. And if we could step out of that, not tomorrow, now, then life is something that's endless, immense,